Good morning and welcome to the morning call for Monday the 6th of February 2017. Everything I need to talk to you about today actually happened on Friday, and happy Lunar New Year. The Chinese are back and they've certainly done a big surprise, and why we had such a drag on the ASX on Friday afternoon. If you didn't notice, they actually moved interest rates up, and that was something that we were not expecting on the MLR, on the SLR, and also on the open market. Don't worry about how much it is or what it is, but it is all around the idea demand may get squeezed on the back of it, considering all of that change that we've seen in the Chinese economy has come from credit and from easy money. So that's a real interesting change. And Dalian Futures were back on Friday from Chinese Lunar New Year and got absolutely hammered on Friday afternoon. Iron ore was down around about 7%. You saw copper and also coal over in the Dalian Futures also down. So just be aware of that. It did drag on our market. It's why you saw most of the major materials on Friday off. And if you look at the ADRs over the weekend that did actually trade, they were also off as well. However, SPI future is up 24 points. And therefore you will see the cash market already moving up on the open this morning. Other thing to be probably talking about this week is that it is the start of a major week in February, and therefore we do have a lot of data. Big one is tomorrow, clearly, with the first meeting of the RBA. That's why I've got the picture behind me. Today, there's not a huge amount of news, retail sales, in terms of anything there. Otherwise, the only other thing to look at, we do have a quarterly update from NAB, and that is also something to be very cognizant on, considering the ASX is disconnected itself from the rest of the world, and particularly Asia. We are now very much underperforming, and that big collapse we saw at the back end of January is actually seeing us underperforming the MLS Asian index by about 4.5%, and the banks are a big key of that, and that's what I wanted to point out. Otherwise, nothing really wanting to really point out today. There is some dividend adjustments at the end of the week, and I will highlight them to you before we go ahead, so just be aware for those of you out there on the index world, there is a dividend adjustment coming up. It's on Thursday night. The size of it, I'll tell you on Thursday once we get that general confirmation. Otherwise, happy trading week. It's going to be a very interesting week indeed. Real big ramp up in earnings season starts really in earnest on Wednesday. Have a good day.